Wiring a tachometer to a coil might sound like a daunting task to the uninitiated, but it's actually pretty straightforward once you get the hang of it. Now, I'm no automotive engineer, but I'll walk you through the basics. This is coming from a guy in Portland, Oregon, who spends a bit more time hiking in the Columbia River Gorge and less time under the hood of a car. However, I've dabbled in car repairs and modifications here and there, enough to guide you through. First, why would someone want to install a tachometer? Well, it's all about measuring your engine's RPMs, revolutions per minute. For the gearheads and speed enthusiasts, this information is crucial. It helps in achieving optimum performance and ensures that you're not over-revving the engine, which can lead to expensive damage. Now, onto the wiring. Step 1. Choosing the right tachometer. Before you even touch any wires, make sure you've got a tachometer that is compatible with your vehicle. There are different types out there, and some are specific to certain engine types. For instance, a 4-cylinder versus a V8. Step 2. Understanding your coil. Your coil is an essential part of your vehicle's ignition system, generating the spark needed by the spark plugs to ignite the fuel in the engine's cylinders. Most tachometers will connect to the negative side of the ignition coil. Why? Because this is where the system completes the circuit back to the battery, and it doesn't interfere with the high-tension side of the coil that delivers the spark. Step 3. The connection first. Ensure your vehicle's battery is disconnected. Safety first, after all. You wouldn't want to get a shock or, worse, damage your car's electrical system. Locate the back of the tachometer. You should find a few labeled wires. Look for the one that says something like Tach test, or Coil. Now find your coil. If you're unsure, consult your vehicle's service manual. It's typically a small cylindrical or rectangular box with 2 wires attached to it. Identify the negative terminal of the coil. It might be marked with a minus sign, or it's the terminal not leading to the distributor, assuming your car uses one. Modern vehicles with coil-on-plug systems might differ. Connect the Tach wire from your tachometer to the negative terminal on the coil. You might need to splice the wire, use a connector or solder depending on your setup. Ensure a firm, secure connection to prevent any loose ends. Route the wire away from any moving parts or extreme heat to avoid damage to the wire. Step 4. Finishing up. After making the connection, secure any loose wires with zip ties or electrical tape. A neat job is a good job after all. Reconnect your battery, and then turn on your car to test the tachometer. It should spring to life, giving you an accurate reading of your engine's RPMs. If everything looks good, congratulations. You've just wired your tachometer to the coil. Remember, this is a simplified guide. Specific steps may vary depending on your tachometer and vehicle model. When in doubt, consult with a professional or check your vehicle's service manual. Wiring can be tricky, and it's essential to get it right to prevent any mishaps. Driving through Portland, especially out toward the less populated areas, always reminds me how important it is to have your vehicle in top condition. Knowing your engine's RPMs can help with that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think it's time for another drive to Mount Hood, maybe even a bit of hiking if the weather permits. Stay safe and happy motoring.